Howdy, folks. Dadgum, somebody open the gates. Warwick, what's up, brother? Randy, howdy. JJ, hit that like button, brothers. Oh 03, what's up? Oh, been a pretty messed up day. I just look for a distraction. So what do I do for distractions? I come harass y'all. Warwick, ain't seen you around in a while, brother. Well, bummer. And you're parked up for the night? I've seen you took a trip. I hear you, Michael. Done did that. Oh. Yes, I did take my evening meds. Randy, what's up? Uh-huh. No, I can waddle around it real fast. Been on holidays, mate. Well, damn, I thought you lived a holiday. I hear you. Somebody else was saying for my distraction I could run around the truck. I could waddle fairly quickly. Oh, I don't know about that running stuff. I ain't in the Marine Corps no more, thank you very much. 3 hours to get loaded today. You can't harass me. I just absorb it like a sponge. Oh, goodness. I got a feeling it'll be an early bed night tonight. That's right. Damn reality. Reality ain't no fun. Let's see, I think you're what? 8? No. You're going to say you're 8 hours ahead of us, but hell, you're damn near 12 or 14 ahead of us. Going on like 9 o'clock at night here, I think. Oh, it must be what? About 10 in the morning over there? Thursday? Yeah, I think it's Timothy over there in Italy that's like 8 hours ahead of us. You can try. Ain't nothing wrong with trying. But now you know what I told my kids growing up. To say you're going to try is nothing but an excuse for failure. Don't try, just do it. 12:30 Thursday. Okay, in the afternoon, I presume. Well, I know your old bud wouldn't be up at 12:30 at night. Right? Well, if it's 12:30 in the afternoon, then it's just about bare 30, ain't it? Uh-huh. There was some of y'all that, I don't know how you did it, but you found my PayPal account. I don't even know what my PayPal account is. And you shot me a little help for the upcoming stuff. Thank you very much. I ain't gonna put you on the spot and call you out. You know who you are. Thank you. much appreciated, and I'm sure within the next couple of weeks it'll be needed. So thank you. Uh-huh. I'll tell you what, today I could do a beer. I got that Miller Lite in the icebox at the house, and I'm 500 miles away. So, it is what it is. Big old kitty cat over there. Big old black one if you're stupid stitches. So what's going on in Australia? Anything new, neat, and exciting? Yeah, I'm at the yard. They, instead of having me deliver the yard, they told me, deliver the load, they told me just bring it to the yard. If our dedicated place we carry out of, if they don't have a load getting me home tomorrow in the morning, they're going to give me a outside source, which means a broker load. So I should get home Friday. My son's helped me reserve cars and motels and all that stuff. Trucker D, what's up? Well, thank you, Carlos. Well, I appreciate you, brother. Well, that's cool. Breakfast on you. Well, how about if I wait and I have breakfast with me and Grandma? Well, cool on the graduation. Seen a few brush fires, huh? Hell, come over here to the West Coast. They got a whole bunch. They got so many, they're sharing with other states. Well, I don't know. That was had to have been a owl this late of a night. Jim Dunn, what's up? Thank you, brother. Tell Stormy thank you. Love her to pieces. You, I just tolerate you. But your wife, she's a sweetheart. Oh no, that ain't just California. They're up into Washington and stuff now. Damn it. When Michael comes back, he just left out there. He didn't get that close to the fires, but yeah, they was still out there. And I was reading online about them. So yeah, they've got their share. Right? Well, hell of it is. It's a vicious cycle out there. They have these drastic fires. Most of them are set by some fool. Thank you there, Rico. And now comes springtime, if not this fall. They're going to get all these heavy rains, and they're going to have all these mudslides. And where they all built their houses on the hillside, it's going to wipe them out. Then they're going to cry to the government, although they don't want to work with the government on illegals or anything else, being the left-leaning state they are. But they're damn sure going to want the federal government to come bail them out and build them new houses. And yes, I have a problem with that. But that's because I'm a hater. Ask them. Yeah, there you go. I bet, dude. I bet. I really don't know that much about night, and what I have heard has been truck driver rumors and hearsay, scuttlebutt, and most of it ain't been good. So the general word on the street is that they're not good. Uh, Couple of good ones if you're interested. One of them would be CFI. Another one would be Schneider. No, they're not fast trucks. But from what I hear, they train you damn good. And they're pretty good companies to drive for. But if you're wanting a good start in the industry, it starts with your training. You can't build a house on a shoddy foundation. So your training is your foundation. So you need to go with one of the best for the training, or better ones for the training. And that would be Schneider's one of the tops for training you right. I mean, they're going to test you. Go for it, Carlos. Thank you, James. Love you too, brother. Prime sucks, Randy. That's got to be that joke that Carlos was wanting to tell. Anthony, thank you, brother. Well, let me rephrase that. The Prime that I knew back in early 2000 when Grandma decided she'd learn how to drive, they sucked. They've made some changes. I don't know if they're for the better. And she was 82. Well, you just heard me, Randy. When I was there, I went on as an experienced driver, an old outlaw. There was a lot of us outlaws around back then. I couldn't make no money with them. I mean, it didn't matter how hard I tried, how hard I drove. I couldn't make no money with them. The more I made, the more they seemed to find a way to keep it. Oh, that's bad, Carlos. You're a hater, man. You're racist, too. You're a sellout to your own people. Oh, man. And I am pulling your chain, Carlos. Don't get your feelings hurt. Well, I've talked to a couple, well, that's been on here during chats and stuff. Been a couple people that says Schneider really puts you through the paces and tests you to make sure that you've learned what you need to learn. Biggest complaint I've heard about the training nowadays is that with all the computers and all that stuff in the trucks, the trainers are not teaching you how to work the Qualcomms, all the messaging and all that other stuff. They're not training you to do that. And my understanding, Schneider teaches that in class, inside, in the building. They're not just trying to rush everybody out and get them in a truck and act like they're a damn team, which is what most of these companies are doing. They send the student out there with the trainer. The trainer's getting paid the miles, and he starts trying to run the student as a teammate. You're not a teammate. You're a student. That trainer shouldn't be in bed when you're driving. His ass should be over there in that seat training. Just my thoughts. And those Ozark Mountains in Missouri. Oh, I just playing off with the others that like to holler, throw that race card out there, man. Don't mind me. I got my own sick sense of humor. And this lighter's fixing to take a trip. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's what I thought. CRST sucks, Randy. That is who, come on, Rolling Stone is with. And he had to fight to get a trainer. He had to fire two or three trainers. Finally, he got one old man, said, old grumpy fart like me, that trained him how to do the stuff. The rest of them was wanting to run him like a team. So no, CRST does not do that. Well, they don't train you right. They send you out. I ain't sure which way you meant, come to think of it. But yeah, they send you out and want to run you like a team. Yeah, exactly. All the big mega companies are the ones that run drivers through there like a damn slaughterhouse. And then they say, there must be a driver shortage. We can't keep drivers. No, it's a good company shortage. Y'all are a shit company. You can't keep drivers. Oops, did I say that out loud? Evening, Robbie T. Good as good could be, brother. That's what I've been hearing about the two students. I don't get that. These companies can't even train one student at a time. How in the hell do they expect their trainer to train two? And that's something else. If you're going to get me started now, damn it, watch out. These trainers, and that's why Mama wanted me to train her how to drive. She had rode with me enough that she told me when we started making plans, she says, I've seen too many trainers that need to be trained. If I'm going to learn how to drive, you're going to teach me. And she was my first student. Nope, second. Second, I lied. I taught my brother how to drive for what that was worth. He didn't last out here. He was too stupid. Too smart for his own good. Thank you, say what? That's crazy. Uh, word is our company's getting away from all that stuff. He was having too hard a time keeping drivers. It's hard enough to find good drivers, and he weeds through them pretty damn quick. It don't take long over here to weed out a shitty driver. Uh, he was finding out that it was too hard to keep good drivers. In March, they're going to force me to take a new truck. I was talking to him last week. I like, Larry, I done tried it, man. I can't do it. Let me keep my truck. That's when he told me he's getting trucks without all that stuff. And I said, well, then that's a good way to keep me. Well, then through the grapevine, I heard that the reason he's getting the trucks without it is he's having problems getting good drivers. Yeah, that's about what Stone was saying. Thank you, CD. Ah, hell, JJ, lighten up. He's a Mexican too. Carlos is. You can tell from his name. That's why he said he is qualified to tell it. Yeah, I see them. I pass them all the time. They're another one of them that started hauling the boats. Well, you want me to tell you why, Robbie T? I covered it in another video. Because I had the same experience when I was doing rock and roll up there in New York City area. It's because that 12.2 that you see, that is a snow height. So they figure the damn snow's going to get over a foot deep on them streets. So they call that a snow height. I wouldn't trust it to work on all the bridges, but the cop and this lady driver that had been doing the rock and roll forever, they both told me when they rerouted us because of a parade, and I'm sitting here looking at a 12.2 sign, I'm like, I ain't going that damn way. They just started laughing at me. You'll make it, driver, trust us. That's for snow. Excuse me, I ain't never heard no nonsense like that. And that was just, what, 3 years ago when I was doing rock and roll? So, even us old parts can learn stuff. Oh, there'll be another Peterbilt. I don't do political correctness. I do political uncorrectness. I really don't know that much about them other than they sure do keep their trucks clean and they sure are so slow. Yeah, that's all right. He was Mexican after you spoke too. Oh. Oh, man. Oh, hell no. He won't do that over here. It's these little stub nose things. I don't even know what they're called other than a plastic Pete. I bet you did, Robbie. Well, they damn sure wouldn't like me because I don't make my bed. My truck's a mess. That's why I don't let y'all see it. My truck's a mess. They wouldn't like me over there. They probably wouldn't like my opinion after they wrote me up. Wish this thing would go back to scrolling on its own. Oh yeah. It's always time to clean it. I get home, I close the door and walk away from it. That's when I used to clean it. It was when I got home, when I could literally take it to the house. A truck, not just this truck. I'm just so damn burnt out on it. So tired of driving. When I park, oh, I'll sit in here and clean a little bit. But I don't bend over with this old belly like I used to. Don't have the kids to clean it. Used to pay one of the kids to clean it when I was home every weekend, her and the granddaughter. They're not around no more. When I'm out here, I'm rocking and rolling. When I shut down from my 10-hour break, I take a couple hours for me, which is usually this. Then I go to bed. Get up, got just enough time to take care of business, go trucking. So now do I do videos and live streams, or do I clean my truck? Your call. Well, thank you, Carlos. Let's stand up. Actually, we had a guy who used to come here and detail them. Boy, they'd have kids if I pulled in here and said, I'm going to be a couple hours, I'm going to have truck detailed. Oh. And now that we got Carlos trained on driving a 13 speed, well, Diesel Dog, thank you, brother. Yeah, I'd have a problem with that stuff. Salute. Well, I got that trip I'm going to have to be making, so I'll put it with Carlos's money, and me and Grandma will have us a good meal on it. How's that? I appreciate it from both y'all. Love you too, James. You don't have a charger? If you plug that damn thing in, it'll run. Semper Fi, dog. What are you working on tonight? Huh. To park in Illinois? Where the hell are they supposed to park? Just drive through the states? Damn, you still on that cat? Hell, you've been working on that for a month. You gonna retire off just that one motor or what? And then them other mechanics, they're probably laughing at you. You laying up under there watching me. Oh, me, oh my. What a day, what a day. Fighting a hell of a headache, too. Oh, yeah, there ain't nothing cheap about cats. But you get what you pay for. The cat's the top of the line out here for motors. The old Detroit 60 series, that'd be the runner-up. Of course, that's my opinion. I gotta take something for this headache. Oh man, I thought you was leaving. I shouldn't have told you about plugging your phone in. That's what it is. There I go, having to train you too, and then it bites me in that butt. Michael's back. Michael, we were just talking about them fires out there in Washington and whatnot. What's the word out there? How bad were they? These damn things. Ibuprofen. And she got them with some kind of coating that's supposed to help your belly. Hell, I'm jarhead. I got a belly like steel. Then this stuff in this hot ass truck when I park it up. They want to all melt together. I tell you what, if she wasn't almost paid for, I'd trade that old woman in on another one or two. No, I wouldn't. Then I'd have to train her all over again. I'm tired of training. That's what Rico was saying about California, that the smoke is so bad out there, it's hard to breathe. So the other day when we was talking, you never did actually see the fire, just had haze for miles. I know you'll see it miles away. Yep, you're right, Carlos. What, are they all up in the mountain areas? I know years ago I was out in that area. I don't remember where. Them fires was right up to the edge of the road. They closed them down for a while, but when they let us go through, you drive through and you're still seeing logs and stuff smoldering and little flare-ups here and there. And there wasn't no danger. All the fuel had done been burned up for the most part. But it had been bad. James, love you, brother. Thank you, man. Bye. Hazy, hazy. It's Trump's fault. The 75% of California being clouded in smoke, that's Trump's fault. He don't like Mexicans. So he's trying to smoke them out and send them back to Mexico. That's all it is. It's a Nazi plan. That'd teach them to have those damn sanctuary cities. Right. Weed, California. Buddy of mine got me a shirt from out there. I don't know how many times I went through there and never stopped. He stopped out there and got me a Weed, California shirt. Hogan's Heroes. Yeah. Oh, I used to watch the diggings out of Hogan's Heroes. Slapstick comedy at its best. Andy Griffin. Uh-huh. You live on 20, huh? Was you worried about them fires he was talking about? I know that last year, but still. Oh, Lordy. When did they come out? It was back in the 60s. Had to have been, well, early 70s maybe, but I think it was late 60s. Yep. And y'all ever hear Gomer Pyle sing? Damn, that man can sing. Yep. Well, damn near all the Hogan heroes and Gomer Pyle was black and white. Or else was it just because we had black and white TVs? Yeah, he did. He was an opera singer. There was, I don't know, half a dozen episodes of Gomer Pyle where he sang. The old Lucille Ball show, that was a good one too. He worked on them. He pumped more gas than anything. Trying to think of his cousin that he worked with. Which, dadgummit, what was his name? Goober, yeah. Now, didn't Goober... No, I was gonna say didn't he play on the Dukes of Hazzard, but as that mechanic? But no, that was a different mechanic. I like smoking and banning until I started driving the truck. Cooter, that's right. BR549, yeah, now you're going into, damn my memory. JJ, well, thank you, brother. Don't y'all hurt yourself doing that now. I mean, it's appreciated. I love the hell out of y'all, but don't y'all put yourself in harm's way. McHale's Navy, yeah, I love that one too. Some of us are telling our ages now. Well, maybe not, with the way TV is nowadays. Well, damn it. You didn't get blood on the cheese, did you? Baba Black Sheep, yep. That wasn't on very long, though. Oh, yeah, I still sing that damn Green Acres songs. Y'all tell the truth. How many of you out there riding on your lawnmowers start singing that once in a while? Tell the truth now. Well, now you know who the great one was, right? Not great ones, not plural, singular. Thank you there, JJ. Good. And I know Michael knows who the great one was. One of these days, just pow, right in the kisser. She wasn't no more scared of him than Grandma Rose is scared of me. And I threaten Grandma all the time, just like that too. I'll tell her, one of these days, woman, just pow, right in the kisser. She's like, yeah, right. Oh yeah, Sanford and Sons. That was the Red Fox one. Bonanza, actually, my son Little Joe, he's named after Michael Landon. His middle name is Cartwright, Joseph Cartwright. So I wanted to call him Little Joe and not have a junior. I ain't never met too many juniors of our ilk that liked it. Some of the yuckety yucks might. So I named him Joseph Cartwright and nicknamed him Little Joe, L-I-L, Little Joe. That's how you can tell who's his family. Whenever you're around and you hear them talk to him, when they call him out, they'll call him Little Joe. Everybody else calls him Joseph. Chico and the Man. I wasn't real crazy about that. I watched a little bit of it. Yeah, Wings was in the 90s. That was another one I didn't really like. And I'm like Michael. First couple of shows was okay, but it got to be too repetitive. Who Shot JR? I know some of y'all remember that. Boy, that was a long playing thing. Yeah, I never did like that one either. But it sure was popular. But that was about the time I was getting out of TV because I was having to work so damn much. And actually, that came out when I was still in the Marine Corps. I was stationed out in California. Out there at Camp Pendleton when Dallas came out. That was the name of it, was Dallas. Huh. Our shop foreman didn't drive the company truck home today. I wonder what's up with that. He might have got himself another truck. He had a vehicle and something went stupid and then he didn't have one. They would let him drive that one. Well, you're quite welcome. It was my honor. Michael's a veteran too. He's only in the Air Force, but you know, don't write him about it. You know how them boys are. He'll start crying and shit. Oh yeah, Vincent Price was cool. Is that how it ended, Michael? Like I said, I never watched it. I know they sure did have a big play up there at the end about who shot JR. Wild Wild West. Then they did a remake of that. Damn it. The black dude that played in the Alien movies. Dadgummit, I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. And I watched the new version of the Wild Wild West, the movie. It wasn't bad. It's kind of far-fetched and stupid, but oh yeah, we mentioned Hee Haw. Will Smith, thank you. I watched The Rifleman a lot. Independence Day is a damn good movie. I like it. I was just talking about that one the other night. Well, I was talking about the airplane pilot that said that he had been abducted. F Troop. That was a good one. That was one of my favorites in my younger years. No, it wasn't, but still. It was a pretty good movie. Lone Wolf, what's up? What was that other one with the car that talked? Night something. I want to say Night Stalker, but that ain't it. Night something, I can't think of it. Huh. I doubt it, it's Hollywood. The Man from U.N.C.L.E., yeah, that was a good one. Knight Rider. Yeah. Oh, I'm alright, Jose. Getting by. A-Team was cool. BJ and the Bear I wasn't real crazy about. The original Red Dawn, yes, that was a good movie. I still like to see it every blue moon. I ain't seen it in a few years now. Oh, Mr. Ed, yeah. A horse is a horse, of course. Unless it's Mr. Ed. You're hitching? Where are you hitching to? I was just in Oklahoma City yesterday. You got to ride in a company truck? Or are you literally hitching? That's hard to get a ride nowadays. Going to Louisiana. Dirty Dozen was a good movie. Oh, what's his name? Telly Savalas. Damn it, I can't think of his name. He used to play the detective with the lollipop all the time. Starts with an S. Man, he played a weird dude in that thing. Oh yeah, Smothers Brothers were cool. I like both of them, Full Metal Jacket and Platoon. Yeah, Kojak's one. I'm trying to think of his real name. Savalas, yeah. Something like that. He played a weird part in that Dirty Dozen. Yeah. I wasn't real crazy about Beretta. I love Lucy, yeah, I do too. Clint Eastwood was good in just damn near everything he did. I remember Francis. And there was a bunch of them little movies. Goodfellas, it was alright. I know. Yep. Actually, for my mama's birthday, I took her to see that. That was back in the 70s, 76 maybe. Took her out to dinner and took her to see that. I was still in the Marine Corps and borrowed my brother's little VW Bug. First time and only time I ever drove a VW Bug. One of the few nights it got cold in California, I couldn't figure out how to turn the damn heater on. And yeah, Ma and Pa Kettle, they were good. You're heading to California, why? Are they mad at you? Oh yeah, I like the Golden Girls. They crack me up. All of the Death Wishes were good. Oh please, the Lawrence Welk Show. My father-in-law liked watching that shit. I couldn't stand that bubble factory. Yep, Petticoat Junction. I was in love with all them girls. Yep, the old Tonight Show with Johnny. Oh yeah, that part Betty played, she cracked me up. Yeah, watch my share of Happy Days. Hill Street Blues, I wasn't that crazy about. MASH, I tore it up. Yeah, the old Saturday Night Live from back in the 60s and 70s, it was cool. This nonsense they got now, once again, they are trying to make it a political statement. Last I heard, Betty was still around. Blues Brothers is a classic. So was the Animal House and Caddyshack. Yep. All right, trucker. Appreciate you stopping in, brother. God bless. You didn't hit the like button, hit it on your way out. Yeah, he gets no respect. Rodney don't. Actually, Sophie was the youngest one out of all of them. Yeah, I like $6 Million Man too. Huh. Watch my share of the Duke boys too. I'm at the yard. Waiting on them to give me a load going home. Got to make one of them emergency trips none of us want to make. Central. Uh-huh. I had a dog I named Roscoe P. Coltrane. I don't know about all that. Oh. Seen someone the other day had a orange truck, had the 01 all over it and a rebel flag. Yeah, they're probably going to ban that car. Oh yeah, I'll be gone at least all week. I'll pull out Saturday morning. I hope to get home Friday, and I'll pull out Saturday. They don't know yet if funeral services will be Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm going to take a slow drive up there and a slow drive back. So, if I get the opportunity, the town where she's going to be buried at, they have what's called Big Springs State Park, and there's a real cool spring there. I will attempt to do a little video of it if I have time. Needless to say, taking care of Mama has priorities. So, should you become a trucker? That depends. Are you glutton for punishment? If you're married and you want to get rid of your wife, yeah. If you got kids and you don't want to see them grow up, yeah. All right, mate. You take it easy. Don't have too many of them bears. You can have one more for me. Then you're cut off. Thank you, Chris. My mama. Thank you. Well, ain't gonna miss it. Make yourself drive by it. Where you at? What route you taking? Yes, sir. Right. Thank you, Scott. All right, Warwick, behave, man. Yeah, me too. Thank you. Uh-huh. Well, that's what I like to think. Nah, it was fine. A lot of heat lightning where I was at, but I didn't catch no rain or nothing. Now I got in it. What was that? Tuesday, I guess, or was that Monday? That was Monday. I got in it late Monday coming up. Well, no, off and on all day Monday. Then Tuesday morning I got in it. Trying to remember where I went Tuesday. I guess I went to Dallas, Oklahoma City and Dallas. Well, CD, have you went back and watched my videos on trucking? Go to the library and you'll find, I don't know what I called it, So You Want to Be a Truck Driver. Something like that. There's several hundred videos about trucking. There's a few in there where you just hear me ranting because trucking went south for the day. I don't pull no punches. I don't sugarcoat it. What I tell you in them videos is how it is out here. There's a couple other drivers on here that had watched my videos for a year before they went trucking, and one of them admitted to me he didn't think everything I was saying was true. It just couldn't be so. Now that he's out here, he's saying, damn, everything you said was the truth. So go watch them videos, and I don't pull no punches, and what I tell you is how it is out here. So after watching and listening to them, then you decide if you want to come out here. This is a very dangerous lifestyle, and it's a very hard lifestyle. I don't know your age. If you're married, it's hard on a marriage. It's hard to raise kids and see them grow up out here. It ain't the glorified stuff you see on TV, trust me. That's the short and sweet of it. Oh, and while you're at it, stay away from Red Viking. He's a joke. No, he ain't got a clue. Red Viking, I call him Red Velvet. And he ain't got a clue. He ain't even been out here 3 years. Michael's been out here longer than him. And Michael ain't on here trying to tell everybody how to drive and sell his information to them. He's a joke. And I've been out here damn near 30 years, whoever that was you just asked. I've been out here too damn long. You know that's right, JJ. You don't know what's going on? Well, damn it, DJ. Well, Jim Dunn, congratulations, dude. I'm happy for you, brother. Do you feel better? Yeah. Just remember, the next one is the one that you got to fight with. You don't want to have the next one. And when you get them urges real bad, talk to him. He'll help you. He already has. That's a good testimony. Thanks for sharing with us. Well, cool, CD. Go ahead, Carlos. Answer the Red Viking. I want to hear your thoughts of Red Velvet. How many miles do I get? I don't know. I don't keep track of them. Anywhere from 2,500 to 3,000, and I'm home every weekend. Now this week's going to be a little bit shy, but the load I brought up and turned in Tuesday is going on this paycheck, so next week's paycheck's going to really be shy. Between me just doing this little Dallas gig, about 800 miles for 2 days, and now I got to go home to go to the funeral, so I'm not going to get near the miles I normally do. And then next week I ain't going to get none. So payroll for the next couple weeks going to suck. All right, Michael, be safe, brother. Well, thank you, CD. You knew it was coming, did you? I'm sorry, boys and girls. Damn it. I know, it's America and you can do it, but to be trying to sell information about someone trying to come into trucking, and then on top of it, he ain't got his damn ears wet yet, much less dry. He just in the last couple months started running over the road. He was dedicated running a little 300-mile trip back and forth. Really? And you're going to tell people about how it is trucking? And then say you got a six-digit income? Really? Well, you must be counting your Facebook, your YouTube nonsense and your phone calls and everything else. Ain't no damn rookie gonna come out here with G&P and make that kind of money. That's the kind of money that owner-operators make, and then they pay half of it back into fuel and truck. And the man's so full of himself, Well, CD, is it gonna be you gonna be a double dipper? That's right, Michael. Michael found one of his Red Velvet's business cards in a bathroom at a truck stop above the urinal. He took a picture and sent it to me. I was like, damn. Oh, some people. Good, Jim. All right, Scott, I don't know what you're saying thank you for, but you're welcome. What do you mean, am I going to have to stay out when I get home? That don't make no sense to me. I'm going home and then I'm going to go to Missouri. My company's fine with it. Well, not until you get your training and all that stuff over with, and that's going to depend upon who you go with. If you will go with somebody decent like Schneider, get trained properly, and they have all kinds of different things that you can do, whether you want to be regional or local or what. Yeah, you'll bring home 500 easy. If you're not bringing home 500, I wouldn't be out here. Any driver that's been out here any time and has figured out how to do their job properly, you ain't got to have years and years of experience. Nomad's a good example. Nomad's been out here just over 2 years, I think 2.5 years, just about as long as Red Velvet has, and he clears over 1,000 a week. If you're out here hustling and working, then you should make right around that $1,000 a week take home, more or less, depending upon what you're doing. Now, if you elect to stay local or city driver or something like that, I don't know exactly what it's going to pay. It's not going to be quite the 1,000, I'm sure. But once again, that depends upon your location. That's what I heard. That second time that David Crowley's came up. Well, that's what I'm talking about as a company driver. Robbie T, thank you for stopping, brother. See you next time. Go for it, Carlos. Exactly, Michael. Oh, hell yeah. Damn near anybody's better than Prime, in my opinion. The more I hear about way Schneider's doing it nowadays, the more I like them. I need to call them sometime, just to have a chat with them, actually. I might do that. Somebody remind me after I get back from burying Mama. I just might call up Schneider and see if I can talk to her PR people. No, my company's still going to send me home every weekend. Right. Don't know nothing about Ozark. Well, exactly, Michael. There's a little bit more than just your endurance and your HOS. You got to learn how to work the system. Now, Michael's got a brother that's been in trucking for a while, and he had told him from Jump Street before Michael and I met that if he could get over there with Swift, Michael came in with Swift and did his 2 years with them. As much as he hated it, I met him after he'd been in about a year, and he was not happy over there. But his brother told him, if you can learn Swift's way they do operate and learn to manipulate their system, you'll do okay anywhere you go. Well, he learned their system. Then he came over here and had to learn our system, and you got to learn how to tweak it. There's not a whole lot of tweaking or learning here. It's a matter of they give you loads, they go. And they don't want to hear from you until you say, hey, I'm empty. And they'll say, well, hell, we already sent you a load. Why ain't you picked up next one? There's several of them on Facebook. Right. Exactly, Carlos. Exactly. I'd never heard of the guy until they brought him up on here quite a while back. I guarantee you. I wasn't real crazy about it. Here comes the Popo. The Popo cruises our yard a lot. Well, I got t-shirts. I ain't got any hats, but I got t-shirts and coffee cups. Thank you very much. I ain't sold but a small handful of them, but I still got them. You can go get one. Oh, waving at the po-po. Exactly, Michael. Well, they tell me that Red Velvet's got monitors that when he's doing his live streams and all that stuff, he has people that monitor his messages. You can't just post like you do on mine. It's got to be pre-approved. I don't know how he does that and don't care. You can say what you want on here, you get out of line and I'll say something. Well, do you know where to find them at, Anthony? Go to the About page, scroll to the bottom, and my son's put links down there to different stuff. Maybe that's how y'all found the PayPal. I've never went over there to see what all was on there. Maybe I should. That boy's done more stuff to this than I've even tried to keep up with. Oh, he is, CD. Don't even bother to waste your time. Those t-shirts and mugs, the story behind those is I had some subscribers kept asking for them. We tried to get a deal with a company and that didn't work. So finally my son found an online place and he went on there, and he's not an artist. He's studying for his master's degree in some kind of farming stuff. But he got on there and designed some t-shirts and whatnot. The sayings came from my subscribers. We had a couple of different videos where I was asking them and they was popping off with stuff they wanted to see on a shirt. And Little Joe's done, I don't know, there's 3 or 4 or 6, I don't know, there's whatever he's got up. And he said that if those start selling good, he would do some more of them. And with everybody hollering they wanted them, small handfuls bought them. So it is what it is. Uh-huh. I don't have to here. Our boss just damn near owns this town. And he's on the sheriff's committee, born and raised here. I mean, his family goes way back. Several of the people that work here, they all grew up together. And this here's a tight little company, actually. So we have like 3 decent-sized trucking companies around here, and they drive around. They make their rounds. And actually, one day I met the sheriff out here, and he'd got asking me, not sheriff, chief of police, and I was shaking his hand and saying howdy to him. He came out and talked to the boss, and I told him thanks for having the guys drive through, and he said, well, thanks for letting me know they was doing their job. He says, I was wondering if they was sleeping or actually patrolling. I've spent a few nights here, and there ain't been a night yet that I don't see them go through at least once, and usually 2 or 3 times. So I feel safe. Thank you very much. Well, cool, CD. Check them out. Carlos, you just picking up where I left off? Well, thank you, Anthony. Well, of course his feelings get hurt easy. Me, I'll exchange with you. And I might even start the bad comments. You never know. Night, Michael. Be safe. Oh, I know you was. I don't know him. I really don't go and watch other truck drivers' videos. I've had a couple of subscribers that have sent me some. Jim Dunn sent me one here a little while back. What was his name, Jim? The trucking coach. Now that guy, and he has a Facebook wall as well. And what I was hearing him tell about his Facebook wall, he got pretty good gig going. He's been doing it since 2004. I think he said he made his first video. And it was a slow start, but then it took off. But what little bit I watched of his, he was upright. I've watched some of Trucker Jim, but I don't know that if he goes into actually teaching you anything about trucking at all. So I think his is more like Traveling with Jim show. Right? I'm doing fine, brother. Getting by, getting by. All right, Jim, tell Mama howdy for me. I wouldn't give you hell, JJ. Okay, maybe a little bit. Well, only if you're on here. And you deserve every damn bit of it. And now I've got Carlos on my team. Me and Carlos are going to gang up on you. There was an old boy in Canada. I watched a couple of his in the beginning. And he wasn't all bad. I watched a couple of his before I ever started my channel. Just because it came across my feed or whatever. And he was ranting and raving about the way truck drivers park and all this other stuff. And it was okay, but I had a couple more of his come across quite a while later, and he had done turned into a joke. And that seems to be what happens to a lot of the truck drivers, is they start doing these and they get some kind of a following, and then they think they're some kind of a celebrity, and they start acting for the videos. Most of my people that have been here for a long time, they'll tell you that although I have matured and done a little bit better videos over the course of the last 2.5 years, I really haven't changed my attitude or anything else. I might tape a little bit differently because I'm a little bit more experienced in making the videos. But I've never been one to put on airs. Never in my life. I've never been one to put on my airs or on any airs. I am what I am. I'm a simple man, a simple hillbilly, and there's right and wrong and a little bit of gray, you know, and that's how I look at life. So that's how I raised my kids. And my kids got these lectures and stuff all growing up. Little Joe will tell you. Well, you got to teach them, you know? And you can't teach them if you're sitting your ass in there on TV, on the couch watching TV. Yeah, did you see the video me and the live stream me and Trucker Jim did together? Jim Dunn hooked us up and Houston here a few weeks back, and we both did live streams at the same time when we visited a little bit. So you can see our live streams from both views, his and mine, if you back up a little bit. Well, cool. There's not a whole lot on my Facebook. That other guy was just talking about the trucking coach. Check his out. And he said he has DOT officers and I don't know what all he's got. He says he's got links for all kinds of stuff to get you real information about trucking. All I can do is tell you about my experiences and my opinions. He's been getting the connections and doing that deal to really get you real information. That's somebody else I ought to try to make contact with. Well, thank you. Say what? Well, Carlos, I think you actually came from Trucker Jim, didn't you? Come to think of it, I know I got several subscribers from him. JJ, you're always in trouble. Carlos, get him. Don't have a clue. You always need a hug, John. Well, thank you, Anthony. I don't know what I did good about, but cool. You trying to get me in trouble there, Mitch? Grandma Rose is very jealous, and she's a damn good shot. Yep. I was saying yep to say what's Leonard Skinner. Well, good. I hope you are learning something from it. Well, check it out real close. God bless you, Scott. That's right, John. Get on them. Tell them hit that like button. Well, cool, brother. I'm glad you're liking it. Thank you, Scott. You got a 90-day card because the doc wants a 30-day. A 30-day what? 90-day card? That ain't good. That means you're about to die. Okay, the readout on the CPAP. Alright. Now, once you get them the readings and stuff that they want, all they're wanting to do is see that you're using it every day. And if you're using it every day and that readout tells them that, then yeah, you'll get like a 1 year. I don't remember if it's a 1 year or 2 year, but I think it's a 1 year. Well, if you wasn't such a damn shit disturber, you wouldn't be in trouble everywhere. Carlos said he thought he was going to like you, but he decided to change his mind. Something about you telling him you didn't like him because he was Mexican earlier today or something. I don't know, I think I might miss part of that. Yeah, well, that's good. Well, that CPAC won't stop you from getting your CDL. And no more than it has if you go with a company that don't have inverters or any of that stuff, they've got little 150 watt inverters you can plug into a cigarette lighter that should run it. Hell, I think the 500 watts plug into cigarette lighters anymore. Get him, Carlos. Oh, dadgum, it's almost 11 o'clock. We've been on there damn near an hour and a half. Well, he's such a handful, Carlos. I always need help with him. And he's supposed to be making me videos on Cajun cooking. I need to start talking to you, Carlos, about some Mexican cooking, some real stuff. I'm trying to get him to do some real Cajun cooking. Mexico's gonna tell me just because he's from Louisiana, he's not a Cajun, and he don't know how to cook it. He probably don't even like it. He probably lives off of McDonald's. And you probably live off Taco Hell. I like it when people call Taco Hell Mexican food. I just laugh at them. And some of these Mexican restaurants that are opening up. Now, I'll tell you one Mexican restaurant. I don't know if you ever ate at it or not. I don't know if they have them anywhere other than, well, yeah, there was one out in Albuquerque where my brother lived. But it's called Pancho's. And now, a lot of my Mexican friends, they tell me, dude, that ain't Mexican food. I say, I don't give a damn. It's good food. I like it. But now I'll go in there and tear their little buffet up. But you don't even have to get up. You sit there at the table. You go through a line and get what you want. Sit down at your table, and then you run up this little Mexican flag they got on the little flagpole. And the girls that come by, and you try to tell them what you want. I can't pronounce most of the stuff anyway, so the wife has to tell them what I'm talking about. Then they bring you back more of it. It's pretty cool. Oh, now you're telling Grandma she likes her Chick-fil-A. You got a Pancho's in Baton Rouge? They got truck parking? Now, they ain't, ours don't have the little rows. They got them little puffed up thingies. I forget what they're called. They got a little station where they cook them fresh back there. They'll bring it, it's like got an air bubble in it. You pop that little air bubble and put the honey to it. Oh, man. That's good enough for me for dessert. Then ours has usually got a ice cream station there if you want it. But hell, you can get ice cream anywhere. Carlos, you ain't right, dude. All right, CD. Have a good good night, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in. I ain't never made any, but I've drank my share. And people ask me why I call it Taco Hell. Because it don't right calling it a squirt station. Now, don't get me wrong. I hit a Taco Hell every so often. Grandma's been on that diet. She gets her taco salads once in a while. Which I just soon make taco salad at the house. You don't need that big old bowl. Give me some corn chips, tortilla chips. Uh, actually, I can't think of what they're called. They take a pepper and they mash the pepper down and they batter it up, and then you get some cheese sauce on it. Can't think of the name of it right now. And if it ain't that, it's got to be tamales. Yeah, that's right. Chili Relleno. Yeah, what Carlos said. And they got two different kinds of them. One you get the cheese sauce on them, and the other one they got a red sauce that they put on them. Now you get out there in New Mexico, they call it Mexican food, but it ain't. We got Tex-Mex, okay? And that's what a lot of our stuff leans towards. Out there in New Mexico, they got more of an Indian leaning towards it. And they've got like 3 different sauces. You want red, green, or blue, or whatever the other color is? And I'm like, whatever is the mellowest. I don't do extreme hot. Give me the sissy dish and put it on the side. Thank you very much. I'll add it as I find out how hot it is. How am I hurting your ears? Dare I ask? I'm loud naturally. Yeah, that's what I said. The chili thingies. Now do you see why Grandma has to help whenever I do go to Pancho's? I'll say, bring me them little flat pepper thingy-majigs. And then she'll tell them. How many do you want? How many you got? Scott, you have a good evening, brother. Thanks for coming in. This one's getting so long, people ain't going to want to watch it. They'll be saying, what in the hell would he say? Folks, I do appreciate the distraction. I think I'm going to get off here myself and head to bed. Another good live stream, all because of y'all. When y'all participate, this is fun. When we all sit here and look at me on that screen, that gets boring. Burger King. Say what? No what? God bless y'all. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate the help that you've thrown towards my trip. That's going to help me out a lot here in the long run. Oh. Alright, that'd be great. The easy stuff. We don't want them to get carried away. Where's that at, Mitch? We've got a few of them that sit on the streets down here and make tamales. Well, they don't sit on the street and make them. They make them at home and sit on the streets and sell them. Thank you, Carlos. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Remember, good Lord loves you. So do I. I appreciate each and every one of you. You never know how I'm going to be on these videos. Didn't plan on getting on here tonight, but y'all was a good distraction. I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night. She gonna send me some? Well, dadgum. Y'all have a good evening.